What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good today, tonight, whenever you're watching this. So last night I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts, and I came across a video from Adam Calhoun. And for those of you who are subscribed to my channel, I'm sure by now you more than likely know who Adam Calhoun is. If you don't know, then just go look him up. And this isn't the first video I've made today talking about Adam Calhoun. I made a video earlier that I haven't uploaded yet because I've been busy, but hopefully tonight or tomorrow that video will be uploaded. But anyways, so Adam Calhoun put out a video responding to this situation that happened at some college, I believe it was, and where this woman, she was playing on a women's sports, and there was this biological male that was on the opposite team that she was supposed to go against. Well, she didn't want to go against that person because, she was probably worried that she's probably going to get beat severely, which I can't say I blame her for feeling that way, because I hear about stuff like that happening all the time. So honestly, if that's what she was worried for, then I can't say I blame her for worrying about that 100%. But because she refused to go against a biological male that she was supposed to go against, she got kicked off the team, and there was a few other things that happened with her. Hell, I guess they were saying that the person went up to her and was like, "Oh, you don't want to fight me? You must be a racist," or whatever. Or a homophobe or whatever. Really? That's what you're going to pull out of your ass because a woman doesn't want to fight you? Now, let me put it this way. If you're a male and you decide you want to be a transgender woman or whatever, whatever, that's your right. Free country. You do whatever you want. I don't care what you do as long as it doesn't affect me or affect anybody else in a way. But you're really going to call that woman names for not wanting to go against you? I mean, and the fact that she got kicked off the team for not wanting to go against that biological male, it's complete bullshit in my opinion. And look, I'm sorry about my foul language. I really wasn't trying to swear in this subject, but honestly, this is just ridiculous. You know what? There's not a lot of people that are saying this, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it. If women don't want to compete against biological men in sports, they shouldn't have to. And to anybody that's going to sit there and, be judgy towards them for not wanting to do it, then you know what? I'd like to see you put yourself in that woman's shoes and fight a biological male. To all the women, anyways, that are judging that woman, I'd like to see you do that. If you're a woman and you don't have an issue competing against a biological male, all the power to you. You go right ahead and do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. But the fact that, for one, that biological male even called her names like racist or whatever, and the fact that that woman got kicked off a team because she didn't want to go against that biological male. I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't understand that at all. I mean, clearly people do not do their research. I have watched videos where biological men are playing in women's sports, and women get the fuck beaten from them. Personally, I don't know what kind of sport this was. I wasn't really paying attention to that. I should have probably done a little more research before putting this out there. But, I mean, regardless, in every sport, I mean, What people don't realize is men are built differently than what women are. You know, it amazes me how a lot of the people out there that claim to be pro-science are the same people that'll get mad at you if you don't want to compete against somebody that's biologically an opposite gender. Like, I don't get how people can be all for science and then, not give a shit about biology. Like, I don't understand that one bit. I'll say this right now. I have a little sister who's currently in 8th grade. She's about to be a freshman here in a few months. And let me tell you something. And yes, she does play sports. I will say that right now. Mostly, she mostly does sideline cheer and competitive cheer. But she does like basketball. She's played basketball before. But my word, if I found out she ever got kicked off a team because she refused to go against a biological male, I would sue the fuck out of the school. And sue the fuck out of the person. Well, more or less, actually, sue the fuck out of the person that got her kicked off. The coach or whatever. Or anybody else that gets them kicked off. Whoever does what, anyways. It depends on the situation. Again, if you're a biological male or whatever and you want to consider yourself a freaking woman or whatever, okay, whatever. Like I said, this is a free country. You do whatever you want to do. But if you're going to get all in your feelings over the fact that a freaking biological woman doesn't want to go against you in a sport, you're going to get that offended about it, maybe you shouldn't be playing sports then. I'm sorry that people don't respect your decision, when you're playing in a sport. But guess what? If that's how they feel, let them feel that way. Maybe if people would do their damn research about things and actually figure out why a lot of women out there don't want to compete against biological males in women's sports, we wouldn't have so many brainwashed people out there. Like, you can't make a decision these days without people jumping on a bandwagon for things. Like, I really don't care what somebody else does with their life as long as it doesn't affect me, just like I said earlier in the video. But I agree with what Adam Calhoun said, man. I will say that right now. I don't care what anybody else says. In my opinion, women that participate in women's sports should have a right to decide whether or not they want to go against a biological male in a woman's sport. That's all I'm going to say. Sorry if I piss people off for saying that, and you know what? I really don't care. That's my opinion, and if anybody has an issue with me thinking how I'm thinking or saying what I'm saying, oh well, kick rocks. That's all I'm going to say. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe, do whatever. I've said what I had to say, and that's that. You guys all take care now, and have a good day. Peace out.